so excited that he took out his PP and started doing his work.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the RICHLEV fam. Now today we're gonna be reacting once again to sus Reddit stories because you guys show hella love to that last video I just posted. It's actually funny because like when you search up sus Reddit stories on YouTube, at least for me, I don't know if it's for you guys, but my video literally pops up. Thank you guys for showing support to that video. But we're gonna do it again because I like sus. I mean, we don't like that, but we're gonna see why it's on YouTube because it should. Without further ado, make sure to grab your popcorn and let's see. First one.
I did something really dirty and made a random guy's day. So I went to try on some workout clothes at Target when I noticed a cute guy in the dressing room area with his girlfriend.
Wait a second.
She was trying on clothes and was asking him if he liked her outfit. Clearly not enjoying himself. He grinned at me and rolled his eyes once when she went back into her dressing room. When I found—
No, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. In front of your girl, she tried to show you clothes and then you look at another girl like these? Nah, bro, get your freaking—
I got an open room. I went inside to try on a sports bra and leggings.
Okay.
I felt really sexy and fit when I saw myself in the clothes.
What, did this just say sexy? I've never heard
to try on a sports bra and leggings. I felt really sexy and fit.
Really sexy? You know English?
When I saw myself in the clothes. I opened my door and that the girlfriend had gone back into her dressing room. I lifted up my sports bra and flashed my melons at the boyfriend.
Okay, buddy. Boy, you don't get your freak ass on, boy. Why don't this happen when I go to Turkey?
He had the biggest smile on his face and it made me so horny.
Okay, bro. Yo, you haven't even met this nigga and you talk about it makes you so horny. Get your freak ass
melons at the boyfriend. He had the biggest smile on his face and it made me so horny. I showed him my cat as well.
You showed him your cat? Okay, at this point, you're just completely naked, bro. And you in a store right now. Like, calm your little ass down. There's kids and shit.
So excited that he took out his PP and started doing his work.
What the fuck you just say? Let me rewind because I know I didn't hear that right now, bro.
I showed him my cat as well. He was so excited that he took out his PP and started doing his work.
Why?
It took him about 30 seconds, and finally, he finished. The whole mirror was covered in his load. I licked off all the still warm load from the mirror.
You don't get your freak ass on, boy. They actually need to be arrested, though. This is public indecency, and I'm calling the cops right now. I don't care. I'm a cop caller.
He finished. The whole mirror was covered in his load. I licked off all the still warm load from the mirror, and he thanked me with a smile. I just got back to fitting my outfit.
So y'all just did all this right in front of the girlfriend, bro. Right in front of all the customers in the store. Like, imagine you go to the store, bro. You see somebody whacking their Stop clapping. It's not something to clap. Alright, bro, why do I want to see that when I go to the store, bro? I'm just trying to get some essentials for my house and I just see somebody beat. I'm done with Target, bro.
It says nothing had happened. I just got back to fitting my outfit says nothing had happened. I didn't see him anymore in Target that day.
Yeah,
but
you shouldn't.
I made his day. Follow for more.
Nigga, I'm not falling for shit. Hey, look, my video popped up though. By the way, if you're not subscribed, make sure to press that subscribe button or else I'm gonna strangle you through the screen. I'm totally not threatening you though.
I had to sleep with my brother to show my parents that he was with me.
Oh.
It all started when I stuck my head under my
Nigga, wait. I just realized she said she had to sleep with her brother to prove. Wait, hold on. I hope she meant like actual sleeping, right? Like you guys are just sleeping together. It's fine. Not like that. Okay, my mind is just.
I had to sleep with my brother to show my parents that he was with me. It all started when I stuck my head under my chest. He kept challenging me to climb
Stuck my head under my chest. How can you even... I can't even do that, bro. Not even with my other head.
Old treehouse, which I eventually did just to realize that he could see under my balcony as I climbed up. I yelled at him to stop looking and he acted like I was disgusting.
Hold on. Wait. What are these terms she's using right now? Hold on.
Realized that he could see under my balcony as I climbed up.
Under my balcony?
I yelled at him to stop looking and he acted like I was disgusting for thinking he was looking.
What?
The whole situation was super weird, so I just let it go and never mentioned anything about it again. A few months later, I caught him looking at my photos on my cell phone. Of course, there was a big fight and my parents got involved. He told them he was trying to delete an ugly picture I had taken of him. Somehow, my parents saw the situation as we were both wrong. I had nothing outrageous there, but it just seemed so bad that he was looking at my pictures. 2 years later.
Oh my God. So he had pictures of you on his phone, that freak ass nigga. Yo, what is going on with this story, bro? Do I want to keep watching?
A new house, my brother and I discovered that we would share the same bathroom. My brother acted upset, but I could see the smile on his face.
Nah, this nigga talking about some, oh, I'm so mad. Get your freaking...
Never knocked on the door when I was in the shower. Instead, he was just trying to see if the door was locked. The inevitable happened. I forgot to close the door and he forced his way in. Fortunately, I was still dressed. I told my parents about this, and instead of the solution being that he should knock on the door, the solution was that I should use the guest bathroom downstairs. Just when I thought it couldn't get worse, it got worse.
Yo, y'all need to control your freak ass son, bro.
A few nights ago, after a family barbecue, I went back to my room and realized that the pants I had changed before they all arrived were out of the laundry basket and on the floor.
Huh?
When I got up to do the laundry the next morning, I realized that the underwear I was wearing with those pants was gone.
Huh? Hold on, bro. This better not go in the direction I'm thinking, bro. Let me give this a chance, bro. My mind just probably messed
I wanted to paint my brother's name and enter his room furiously, but it would be useless. The idea of confronting him for that and his trying
Yo, this background thing is so satisfying right now.
to manipulate me again was so exhausting that I simply said nothing. I knew my younger brother was the culprit, but I had no concrete evidence, and I was sure that if I confronted him or told my parents, he would just try to manipulate me again and make me feel crazy as I suspected.
Yeah.
A few days later,
Dude, why does it actually feel like a real story, though? Like, this doesn't feel like AI. This sounds like some real weirdo shit.
I noticed some of my bright pink and orange thongs were missing from my dresser, but this time I said nothing and acted like I didn't know anything. The next part of my plan was a little clever. Now you can check if there is a part 2 by pressing share and more.
Shut your bitch ass up. Just give me the part 2.
As I suspected, a few days later I noticed that some of my bright pink and orange panties were missing from my dresser. But this time, I didn't say anything and acted like I didn't know anything. The next part of my plan was a bit stealthy. I was thinking about how to get him to creep in on me or something so I could record it and show it to my parents. Then I decided something. My parents were going to another town for the wedding party of 2 of their friends. That day would be perfect to put the plan into action. Then that day came. I thought of all the ways to provoke it, and the most effective way I found was to pretend I was using the bathroom and stay in there wearing only the bottom of the bikini, hoping he would
Alright, bro. So now you just purposely setting yourself up to get stared at and shit, bro. Like, at this point, is this better? Is this a better option since you're, like, purposely trying to catch him doing something? Or is this just weird?
invade as he always does.
Let me know.
As expected, he came in breaking the door as usual.
Oh my.
But I didn't expect the reaction he had. He stood by looking at me as if he wanted to pounce on me, just as the wolf looks at his prey in defense, but at the same time with a frightened expression. This time I did something different.
Yo, what's going on in the back, bro? What is this liquid?
Prey in defense, but at the same
What the
time
hell
with
is
a frightened
this?
expression.
Somebody.
This time I did something different.
Okay.
I didn't scream, I didn't walk away, I didn't make a fuss.
No?
I just stared him in the eye with a tantalizing expression. I
Why?
smiled and asked him, "Do you like what you see?"
Oh, hell no. Alright, at this point, you're provoking this shit, bro. Come on. Like,
He was again frightened and said clearly, "I always waited for this vision."
what?
By this time, I knew my plan was going to work.
Oh, hell no.
Update 2. I had to sleep with my brother to show my parents that he was with me. At this point, I had to stay calm and stick to the plan.
So you sticking to the... You couldn't just record that conversation alone and just be like, alright, bet. But then you would look guilty too because you talking about, do you like this? That's such a freaking...
Any sudden reaction could ruin everything. I told him to wait there and went to get my phone, pretending I needed to show him something. My heart was pounding, but I kept my cool. When I returned, I held up my phone and acted like I was about to take a picture.
Why does it look like a jiggly butt in the back?
He panicked and tried to grab it, but I pulled back and said, "Why are you so scared? If you're not doing anything wrong, what's the problem?" He looked cornered and didn't know how to respond. I decided to push it further. "You know, I could tell Mom and Dad about this, but they never seem to believe me," I said, putting on a frustrated face. "How about we make a deal? You stay out of my room and my things, and I won't tell anyone about today. And stop acting so creepy."
So what's gonna happen today? What the fuck is gonna happen today?
Got it? He nodded, clearly shaken. I left the bathroom and locked myself in my room, still feeling a mix of fear and triumph. I knew I had to get real evidence if I wanted my parents to take me seriously.
So you still gonna keep going?
I set up a small camera in my room, hidden behind some books on my shelf.
Oh my gosh.
If he tried anything again, I have proof. Over the next few days,
you should have did that with the bathroom. Like, why didn't you do that with the...
I noticed a change in
You
his
just keep
behavior.
going.
He seemed more cautious, and I felt a bit safer. One night, I checked the camera footage and saw him sneaking into my room, rummaging through my things. I had the evidence I needed. The next morning, I calmly showed the footage to my parents.
Bro, please don't tell me they not gonna do shit still, bro, because I will crash out on the parents.
They were shocked and finally realized I wasn't making things up.
Okay,
My brother got grounded and had to go to therapy, and I finally felt like my voice was being heard. It wasn't easy, but standing up for myself was worth it.
Yeah, he need to go to therapy, bro, because no matter what, going in a room and taking panties and shit, that's some psychotic shit. Like, bro, that's not even horny at that point. You just weird as fuck. Like, just stop.
Learned that sometimes, you have to go the extra mile to protect yourself and make sure the truth comes out. Update. A few months passed, and things started to feel normal again.
Okay.
My brother was still going to therapy, and our parents were paying more attention to both of us.
Nice.
I felt safer, but I never let my guard down. Then something unexpected happened.
Okay, what happened?
One evening, while I was home alone, I heard a loud crash from downstairs. My parents were out of town for the weekend, and my brother was supposed to be at a friend's house. My heart raced as I grabbed my phone and quietly made my way down the stairs, ready to call 911 if needed.
Oh shit.
When I reached the bottom, I saw the front door wide open and my brother standing there, looking panicked and holding a shattered vase. "What are you doing here?" I demanded, trying to keep my voice steady. He stammered, I forgot something and came to get it, but I slipped and knocked over the vase. I didn't believe him for a second. You're supposed to be at your friend's house.
Yeah,
what did you come here for?
What did you come
I
there
asked,
for?
Stepping closer. He looked around nervously, avoiding my gaze. I swear, I just needed to grab something from my room, he insisted.
Nah,
Fine,
you
I
trying
said,
to do
deciding
something
to play
else.
along. Let's go see what you need so badly.
Yeah, what do you
We walked
need,
upstairs
bro?
together, and I noticed he kept glancing at my room. When we reached his room,
hell no.
he quickly grabbed a hoodie from his bed. See?
He's tempted to grab something from your room, bro. That nigga's about to steal your whole drawer at this point.
Just this, he said, trying to sound casual. But I wasn't convinced. You don't need to lie to me. I know you're up to something, I said, standing my ground. Suddenly, we heard a noise from my room. My heart dropped. I ran to my room and found the window wide open.
You guys got ghosts and shit?
Fluttering in the breeze.
What the
Someone had been in my room.
No way. No way. Did this nigga just have somebody go in the room, or was it him? Like, no, I don't want to know where this is going.
I turned to my brother, anger boiling inside me.
What the
Who is here? What did you do? He looked genuinely terrified. I don't know. I swear I don't know. He pleaded. Realizing I needed more help, I called my parents and told them everything.
Oh,
They rushed
hell
home
no.
immediately, and we called the police to report the break-in. The police found footprints leading away from the house but couldn't identify who they belonged to.
Bro, it's that freak ass nigga, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's him.
Night, I couldn't
Or
sleep.
some of his friends or
I
something.
kept thinking about who could have been in my room and why. The next morning, my parents installed new locks and a security system. They
Oh
also
my
hired a
God.
private investigator to look into the break-in and my brother's strange behavior. Weeks
God
later,
damn.
the investigator came back with shocking news.
What?
The person who had broken in was an old friend of my brother's who had been trying to get back at him for
Dude. What did I tell you, bro? I knew it was one of his friends, but they're actually trying to get back, so I thought he set them up to do that, but maybe, I don't know.
something that happened years ago. My brother had no idea this person was targeting him, but it explained his weird behavior and paranoia. With this new information,
Okay.
my brother and I started to rebuild our relationship.
But why is he want revenge on your brother, bro? What did your brother do to this nigga?
With this new information, my brother and I started to rebuild our relationship.
Nice.
He apologized for everything he had put me through, and I could see he was genuinely trying to change.
Okay.
It took time, but we eventually got to a place where we could trust each other again.
Okay.
My parents were more attentive, and our family felt stronger than ever. In the end, I learned that standing up for yourself and seeking the truth is always worth it, even when it's
Facts.
hard.
Hey, what do you mean when it's hard? Never mind. I'm not gonna ask why.
My cousin sat on my meat during a car ride, and I enjoyed it.
Why is she sitting on your meat, bro? Why is she sitting on your...
What's the most sus thing that happened at your sleepover?
Okay.
So when I was about 13, my buddies and I were staying at Steve's house for his birthday.
Steve?
Being
Wait, Steve from Minecraft? Let's
the
go.
little punks that we were, we had a Nerf fight in his mom's basement, which was
Oh,
full
yeah.
of nice knickknacks. Naturally, they got broken, along with Jimmy's foot when he fell down the stairs.
Damn.
As our punishment, we had to turn out the lights around 8. Jimmy slept with his bad foot out of his sleeping bag, while a couple of his others played Let's Play Sword Fight with PVC
Let's play what fight?
pipes in the dark.
Oh,
Naturally,
okay.
Jimmy's
PV.
ankle was hit, and he was woke quite quickly.
Okay,
Being the
yeah.
stupid kids that we were, at some point, a china furniture fell behind a cabinet, and Jimmy was instructed to get it out. Try as he might, he could not reach it. Jimmy tried to find something to grab
I would be able to reach it. I'm like 6'8".
the item from behind the couch, and he said, "I can't find anything longer than a half an inch in here." From that
It's hard to find that. It's hard to find that.
that point on, his nickname was Half Inch.
Oh.
We were truly 13 years old.
Yo, 13 years old talking about half inch, bro. Like, if y'all don't get your ass in school, bro, what the fuck you talking about?
I slept with my 17-year-old cousin at a family reunion.
Nigga. I did not ask or I did not want to know.
I never realized how hot my cousin was until now. I'm
Okay.
21 years old and I'm currently in university. My campus is roughly a 2-hour drive away from my hometown, and because of my
The fact that I think this is a real story too, bro. I don't think this is AI.
extensive education plan, I don't get to come home very often. Last
Yeah.
month I was able to come home for a big family reunion that
Oh, he
we have
came
been
all right.
planning for months.
He
I
came
have not
home.
seen a lot
Yeah.
of my distant relatives for a while, so it was nice to catch up with everybody.
Uh.
There was one person that stood out amongst the rest. My cousin, who I hadn't seen in 5 years, and to say the least she had changed drastically. I approached her and started a conversation, and within minutes I could tell that she was attempting to flirt with me. Unfortunately, my morals didn't kick in right away, and I continued to flirt with my 17-year-old cousin for
I'm calling the cops immediately.
the remainder of the night. I couldn't break the thought of how attractive she was, and when my mom brought up the idea for all of the cousins to catch up at my parents' house after the gathering, I was all for it. Upon arriving at my old house, it was prominent that my cousin wasn't planning on leaving my side. She followed me everywhere,
Nigga, I'm gonna beat your stupid.
and when I went to my room to debrief, she was right there with me. One thing led to another, and next thing I knew, I was fully into my cousin.
You're fucking banned from the earth, buddy. You're banned from the universe. You're banned from existing. You're banned from everything. You can't have arms. You can't have legs. You can't have fucking eyes. You can't have a nose. You can't have no senses. Nothing. You're done. I'm not even gonna say get your freak ass on because you're actually psycho. Your existence contract with the earth has been terminated. Immediately. Effective immediately.
I've been getting F-ed by all of my son's friends. 20.
Yo, get your freak ass on, boy.
I have been trying to enjoy my freedom since I got divorced a few months ago. And that has in part led to me being what I understand is called a free use girl for pretty much all of
A what? You have a term for that? Nigga, it's called a hoe.
my son's friends. My sons are all in their early 20s and so are their friends. With being in college nearby but not living at home, I have the house to myself most of the time, or, well, I used to. It's turned into a rotating door of their friends coming in and using me.
Why the fuck are you just saying this to everybody, bro? Like, nobody needed to know this. Like, dead ass. Nobody needed to know. We would have all been fine. And now I'm not fine.
Just earlier today, I was making brownies, and I was interrupted by two of their friends coming in before I knew it. I bent over and was F-ed on both ends. It's become a common occurrence. It didn't take long for word to spread about how well open I was after I rewarded one of their friends with a BJ for helping me with some yard work.
Yeah. Lucky ass nigga. I mean, ew! What the? You gross!
I mean, the way I see it, to be honest, is the more the merrier, as I got married quite young, and so I think I missed out on having this kind of fun. So now I am trying to make up for it. Before the divorce, my ex-husband was the only man I'd ever been with, and he's 60 now. So I never got to experience the energy and passion of younger guys, which I have been finding out was such a mistake to miss. Oh, one last thing. My sons, of course, are oblivious to this. I have kept it that way and plan to. If this wild
nigga, they know. They know, nigga. They friends is telling them. They bragging about everything, bro. Trust me.
Story got your adrenaline pumping, hit that like button and follow for more. What would you have done? Share it in the comments.
Nigga, nothing. This shit would not happen.
Hey, Noah.
Who is this?
It's Ms. Natasha, your biology teacher.
Oh, hey, Miss Natasha. Any reason why you are messaging me?
Yes, it's about your test.
Oh, no! Did I fail?
You actually
Testes?
passed.
So what's the problem?
Oh, no.
Why did you draw dinglings on your paper?
Like what?
Draw dingling. Yo, first of all, why is the content name Miss Natasha with a booty? Wait, is she wait, no, we don't care if she...
You know what I'm talking about. They were some very offensive drawings.
Write those.
Is there any particular reason as to why you put them on the test?
Yeah,
Well,
why
it is a biology test.
Not funny.
Rizab responds
it
with,
is.
I just wanted to show you what you was missing out on. I just wanted to show you what you was missing out on.
Oh, wow, you're actually so smooth. But I'm still going to have to talk to the principal about this. And your parents.
No, wait, please.
Oh, my
It was just a
God.
harmless joke.
Noah, that was extremely inappropriate.
Don't act like
Bro, it's already inappropriate you texting a student in the first place. So we inappropriate already.
you didn't find it funny.
It's not.
If you don't tell anyone, I'll make it worth your while.
Oh.
Dude, what? I'm literally your teacher and 20 years older than you. And I'm a married woman, Noah.
Being married to Mr. Davis doesn't count.
Hey, for being married, you sure are giving a lot of attention texting back and forth right now. I'm just saying.
And why not?
Well, we all know he's gay. Everyone knows it.
Noah, that's it. I'm phoning your parents.
No, wait! I'll do anything you want.
Anything.
Anything.
Oh,
Meet
no.
me at the back of my classroom during lunch.
All right, bro. Get your freak ass. Oh, boy.
Those who sent family members a sus photo, what was the aftermath?
What?
I happen to live across the
Nigga, why are you saying this like this is something everybody can relate to? Like, nobody just casually does this.
street at the time, and a dirty message meant for my now wife was sent
my
to my
God.
mother.
Okay, I can see how that's like an accident. But still, bro, like, dude, if you're sending shit, bro, how you not double, triple checking, bro? You just willy-nilly just sending that shit? Just sending your people?
Luckily for me, my mom is notorious for ignoring her phone, so I
Oh my God.
sprinted across the street and said, "Hey,
God.
where's your phone?" She told me it was on her desk, so I calmly walked over, unlocked it, and deleted the message.
Oh my.
In response to
W
the
save.
look of confusion, I told her, deleted a message that was meant for my wife.
Oh, okay. Yeah, at least you just be honest about it, because she would have been looking for otherwise.
What's your best the tables have turned moment? When I
Tables
was in
turned?
school, I had one particular teacher who hated me because I always got 100 on her tests without studying. She constantly argued with me, even saying she can't wait to look me up in the county jail in a few years. I
Damn!
stopped submitting her homework after.
Nigga, what? She can't wait to lock you up? What kind of teacher just talks like that?
After that, but continued to ace her exams. She hated it so much that she even tried giving me a separate test from the rest of the class just to try and make me fail. Well,
Okay, this gotta be the most hater energy I've ever seen in my life. Deadass, bro, that teacher just hates you. Like, what kind of envy is this? This is like some Twitter NPC hate, bro.
actually noticed the questions were different and brought it up to the school administration. She got into a lot of trouble and found me the next day after class. She threatened me, saying I had just costed her a raise, and if I ever did something like that again, she'd make it her life's mission to make sure I don't graduate. Well,
Bro, she already did. She already made that her like mission, bro. She literally changed your test.
I went straight back to the assistant principal and told him about that too. She lost her job, and I completely forgot about her for the next 10 years. I went on to own a company, and after hiring new maids to clean one of my offices, guess who showed up? I literally went into shock after seeing her again, and we both looked at each other while both thinking the same thing. She actually apologized for what she did all those years ago and told me she was going through money trouble. I didn't hire her at my company, but she does clean my house.
That's crazy, bro. She was trying to make you fail. Now she your slay. All right, y'all, that's gonna wrap it up for the Reddit stories, man. These were actually pretty good. Some of them, not all of them were sus, but most of them were. But yeah, if you guys like this, if you want me to continue the series, make sure you show love to this video as well. And yeah, thank you guys for supporting. I really love you guys so much, man. You guys changed my life, so I'm always gonna be grateful for you guys. And I love you guys. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it. I love you guys. I love you guys. No sus though. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.